Picture 11 ships crossing a vast ocean, not with treasure but with over 1,000 convicts, soldiers and officials, exiles from England. Among them was James Squire, a Londoner and convicted thief, bound for the unknown shores of Australia. The First Fleet was Britain's desperate gamble, a penal colony on the far side of the world. Squire was just another face in the crowd, swept up by poverty and petty crime. Yet this ordinary man would become a founder of something extraordinary. He left behind a life of small-time trouble and obscurity, destined for a harsh new world. But history has a way of choosing unlikely heroes. Squire's journey was more than a sentence. It was a chance to reinvent himself. While many convicts faded into hardship, Squire seized every opportunity. He was no saint, but his mix of mischief and ambition would help him thrive. From the bottom of society, he would rise to leave a lasting mark on a new nation. This is the story of how a convict became a pioneer. 18th century London was a city of extremes, wealth and poverty side by side. Squire lived on the edge, dodging the law until a petty theft landed him a 7-year sentence to New South Wales. Torn from his family, he became just another name on a transport list. The First Fleet's journey was brutal, cramped, disease-ridden ships, months at sea, and a future shrouded in uncertainty. Arriving in 1788, the convicts faced a wild, alien land, nothing like the England they'd left. The heat, the bush, and the wary eyes of the Eora people greeted them. For Squire, stepping onto Sydney Cove was the start of a new, daunting chapter. The colony was no paradise. It was a blank slate, demanding grit and determination. The convicts' shared ordeal forged a strange camaraderie. Squire's old life was over, but his story in Australia was just beginning. In this harsh place, survival meant adaptation, and for Squire it meant transformation. Early colonial life was a struggle. Failed crops, hunger, and relentless work. Squire, ever resourceful, found ways to stand out even as a convict. He got into trouble, once whipped for stealing medicine, perhaps to help a sick friend, but he also built new ties, starting a family with fellow convict Elizabeth Mason. When his sentence ended, Squire was granted land at Kissing Point. He cleared the bush, planted crops, and dared to grow hops, an English plant no one thought would survive here. If he could brew beer, he knew he could offer the colony more than just sustenance. Beer was a taste of home, a comfort, and a business opportunity. Squire's gamble was bold, but he was persistent. On this patch of land, he began to transform from ex-convict to entrepreneur. The colony's future was uncertain, but Squire was determined to shape his own. His journey from prisoner to pioneer was underway. The early colony ran on rum, controlled by the powerful New South Wales Corps. Squire saw a better way: beer, safer, social and civilizing. By 1795, he'd succeeded in growing hops and soon built a brewery at Kissing Point. His ale was a revelation, quickly becoming the colony's favorite. The malting shovel, his pub, drew crowds from miles around. Even Governor King supported Squire's efforts, seeing beer as a way to break the rum corps' grip. Squire's success brought him land, respect, and a place at the heart of the community. He became a district constable and a trusted leader. He forged strong ties with the local Wallamatagal people. Bennelong was even buried on his land. Squire's legacy was more than beer, it was community. From convict to respected citizen, he helped shape the colony's culture. His brewery became a symbol of hope and progress. By his death in 1822, James Squire was one of New South Wales's most respected men. His funeral drew crowds from all walks of life, a testament to his impact. Squire arrived in chains but died a pioneer, leaving behind a thriving estate and a large family. His story is Australia's story: second chances, resilience and reinvention. He proved your past needn't define your future. Squire's pub was more than a business. It was a place where community and hope flourished. Today, his name lives on in every bottle of James Squire beer, but his true legacy is the spirit of possibility he embodied. He reminds us that greatness can come from the most unlikely beginnings. Raise a glass to James Squire, a rogue, a brewer, and a builder of new worlds.